A scientist with a heart of poet, a president who lived like a common man, a teacher till his last breath. He had no throne, no crown, no reach, yet he ruled every heart. With a pen in one hand and the sky in his eye, he showed us that greatness doesn't come from power. Failures are stepping stones, not dead ends. He lived simply, thought deeply, and served selflessly. He inspired us to work with purpose, lead with integrity, and live with humility. Early life and family background. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam was born on October 15, 1931, in Rameswaram, a small town in Tamil Nadu, India. His full name was Abul Pakir Jainaluddin Abdul Kalam. He came from poor but loving and respected Muslim family. His father, Jainuluddin, was a board owner and the imam of the local mosque. His mother, Asiamma, was a kind and caring housewife. Kalam has a three older brother and one sister. Their family was not rich. In fact, when Kalam was a child, the family was so poor that he had work to help them. Every morning, he would get up early and deliver newspaper before going to school. He worked hard, but he was always cheerful and hopeful. Many people in Rameswaram respected Kalam's father, for his honesty and gentle nature. Kalam grew up in a home filled with love, discipline, and simple values. He wanted to learn, he wanted to fly, he wanted to do something great. Even in difficulties, he never stopped learning, he never gave up. He once said, dream is not what you see in sleep. Dream is something which doesn't let you sleep. Education and career journey. Kalam loved books. He loved science. He loved flying birds and the blue sky. He loved to learn, even when school was difficult. He was not the top student, but he was curious and worked very hard. His favorite subject was mathematics, and often he spent hours reading and solving maths problems. He studied at Swaraj Higher Secondary School in Ramnathpuram. After school education, Kalam went to St. Joseph College in Tiruchirappalli and finished his degree in physics in 1954. Then he moved to Madras and joined the Madras Institute of Technology to study aerospace engineering. Studying at MIT was a big dream, but the course was expensive. His family used their savings, and his sister even sold her jewelry to Kalam to finish his study. There was a time when his teacher threatened to take away his scholarship because his project was not finished. Kalam worked day and night, complete the project, and impressed his teacher. This taught him the value of hard work and never give up. After completing his aeronautical engineer, a young Kalam had one dream to become a fighter pilot and touch the skies. He gave the exam, cleared the interviews, but when the final list came, he stood ninth, and there were only 8 seats. His dream crashed. Heartbroken and lost, he went to Haridwar seeking peace. Sitting by the holy Ganga, he met a wise and old Sanatana sant who gently asked, why such a sadness on your face, child? Kalam said his pain. The sant smiled and replied, sometimes when God doesn't give you what you want, it's because He is preparing you for something far greater. Those words changed his life. Kalam stood up, wiped his tear, and walked forward, not as a pilot, but as a man who would one day ignite millions of minds. Kalam believed learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. Dr. Kalam's journey in science and technology, working at DRDO, Kalam started his career in 1958 at the Defense Research and Development Organization as a scientist. There, he worked on designing a small aircraft, but he did not find his work very exciting. Still, he did his best and always learned new things, joining ISRO an achievement. In 1969, Kalam joined the Indian Space Research Organization. There, he became the project director for India's first satellite launch vehicle, known as a SLV-3. In 1980, his dream successfully launched the Rohini satellite into space. This was a proud moment for India and made Dr. Kalam's famous. He also helped in developing India's famous launch vehicle, like the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV. These rockets helped put India's satellite in space, and today they are used all over the world. Missiles program. Later, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam returned to DRDO and took charge of important projects like Devil and project like Valiant. This project had a one dream, to give India its own missile, to make India strong, to make India safe. Under his guidance, India created a Agni missile, a long-range protector, and the Prithvi missile, a short-range defender. Dr. Kalam worked with passion, with focus, with tirelessly energy, day and day, test and test, failure and failure. He never gave up. He believed that a strong defense is the shield of the strong nation. Because of his work, India did not have to depend on others for security. The world began to see India with respect, with caution, with admiration. This is why people call him Missile Man of India. His missiles were not just weapons, they were symbol of courage, independence, and the nation pride. Nuclear test. In 1998, the sand of Pokhran witnessed history. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, the Missile Man of India, stood at the heart of the mission. It was not just a test, it was a dream to make India strong, a dream to make India fearless, a dream to make India independent. For years, he worked with his team, days without rest, night without sleep, only one goal in mind: India must rise, India must shine, India must stand tall. And then, on the proud day, the desert roared. The world looked at India with new eyes. This was not just science, this was a courage. This was not just technology, this was a determination. Pokhran was a victory of mind, a victory of heart, and a victory of spirit. That day, India did not just nuclear power, India tested its own strength and passed with glory. His key contribution to science and technology. He developed a satellite launch vehicle SLV-3 and PSLV, helped develop ballistic missiles Agni and Prithvi, lead Pokhran 2 nuclear test, brought Vision 2020 for India's future development, promoted healthcare and education technology, inspired youth and students to love science and technology. Dr. Kalam's contribution changed India. He made science and technology grow in India. He showed everyone that hard work and big dream can change a country. President of India. In 2002, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam became the 11th President of India. Both the government and the opposition supported him because everyone respected his honesty, his wisdom, and his pure heart. He was the first scientist and the first unmarried person to become a president in India. People called him the People's President because he was a friendly, humble, and always thinking about the poor. the youth, and the future. As a president, Dr. Kalam worked for education, the peace, and for the progress. He often said, "Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow." Again and again, he reminded people to dream big, to dream bold, and to work hard for those dreams. He wanted India to become a developed nation. He spent most of his time meeting with students, teachers, and common peoples. Dr. Kalam always welcomed children to his office, listened to their questions, and answered their letters with love. For him, every child was a hope, every dream was a light, every effort was a step towards a better India. He had a vision, he had a mission. He worked day and night for the nation. He said, "If you want to shine like the sun, first burn like the sun." When his term ended in 2007, he returned to teaching and writing books. He became a visiting professor in many institutes, sharing his idea and inspiring thousands. He loved being among students, talking to them, guiding them, and fulfilling their heart with courage. For Dr. Kalam, the classroom was more powerful than any office because that is where the future of the nation lies. Inspirational quotes by Dr. Abdul Kalam. Kalam words were simple but powerful. Here are some most famous quotes. Don't take rest after your first victory, because if you fail in second, more lips are waiting to say that your first victory was just a luck. Winners are not those who never fail but those who never quit. Man needs his difficulties because they are necessary to enjoy success. You cannot change your future, but you can change your habit, and surely your habit will change your future. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. The inspirational umbrella story. As a child, Kalam once went to school without an umbrella. It was raining. His teacher saw him wet and cold. The teacher gave his own umbrella to Kalam. This small act of kindness stayed in Kalam's heart forever. He never forgot to be kind. No personal wealth. When Kalam left the president office, he had almost nothing. No big house, no car, no money, just a book, clothes, and awards. He lived a simple life. He believed luxury and lives have a huge maintenance cost, but truth and simplicity are self maintained without any cost. A visit to a school. Once a school invited Dr. Kalam for annual day. The children were excited. Many stood on the last benches. Dr. Kalam told them, "The best brain of the nation may be found on the last benches of the classroom." He always encouraged even the biggest student to do their best. Dr. Kalam was deeply inspired by many holy books and great leaders. He read the Bhagavad Gita, Quran, and Bible, and respected all religions equally. He believed that every faith teaches peace, love, and service for humanity. He admired great thinkers like Swami Vivekananda for his spiritual strength and message to awaken the youth. Mahatma Gandhi for his truth, simplicity, and fearless dedication to the nation. Albert Einstein for his deep thinking, curiosity, and scientific wisdom. Abraham Lincoln for his leadership, honesty, and fight for equality. He was also inspired by Pramukh Swami Maharaj, the spiritual leader of BAPS. Kalam admired his humility, discipline, and message of selfless service. Their meeting left a deep impact on Kalam's heart. He said, "When I meet Pramukh Swamiji, I felt I was standing before a pure soul, a divine light. His death, a nation mourns. On 27 July 2015, Dr. Kalam collapsed while speaking to students. Just before his death, Kalam was giving a lecture at IIM Ceylon. He said to students, "You are unique. Never forget it." These were his last words. He died doing what he loved, teaching and inspiring. India cried. The world cried. A great soul had left us. His body was taken to Rameswaram. Lakhs of people come to say goodbye. The government declared the nation mourning. His legacy, a light that never dies. Even after his death, Kalam's life is a light. He is a guide. He is a hero. He is a role model. Schools, books, awards, and missions are named after him. Even an Iceland where missiles are tested was named Abdul Kalam Iceland. Scientists around the world respected Dr. Kalam. In 2017, a new bacteria found on the International Space Station was named after him. Students still read his book. His book, Wings of Fire, is famous all over the world. He showed that a poor boy can become a great scientist. He showed that a scientist can become a president. He showed that a president can live like a son. His life inspired many people. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, Bharat has lost a Ratna, but the light from his jewel will continue to inspire generations. Dr. Kalam's life was a blend of science, spirituality, and service. Ratan Tata, the industrialist, says Dr. Kalam was a leader who believed in innovation, compassion, and giving back. He made every Indian feel proud. His simplicity was his true greatness. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, former Indian Prime Minister, said about Kalam, he is the best example of how a scientist can become a statesman. He never belonged to any one party, he belonged to the whole nation. The Hindu spiritual leader Pramukh Swami Maharaj said, Dr. Kalam was a man of pure heart and noble spirit. He lived with value and worked for peace, unity, and progress. Dr. Manmohan Singh, former Prime Minister of India, said he was a true son of India. He made every Indian dream bigger. His contribution to science and society is unforgettable. Barack Obama, former President of USA. India has lost a scientist and statesman. The world has lost a philosopher of peace. I am honored to have met such a wise and gentle soul. His legacy. We remember him because he was honest. We remember him because he was kind. We remember him because he loved his country. He had no pride, no anger, no greed. He had dreams, discipline, and dedication. The spirit of Dr. Kalam, a story for the world. Dr. Abdul Kalam's journey from a small boy in a poor family to the President of India in a story of dreams and courage. It tells us that no matter where we are born, if we work hard and stay honest, we can achieve anything. He faced failure but did not give up. He was poor but did not stop learning. He became famous but stayed humble. He loved his country and spent his life for its progress. Even today, his smile, his words, and his spirit live on in millions of hearts. Kalam said, you have to dream before your dreams can come true. If you are ever sad or feel hopeless, remember Dr. Kalam's story. Be brave, work hard, and never give up. You too can make your dreams come true.